Alright, so this is little Weeko, and so still kind of goofing with him. Basically a 12 volt mobile robot, and I'll show you kind of like, it's really simple how he works, or how he's wired. This laptop basically controls the software for any kind of scripts. Eventually this thing kind of folds over into like a tablet, and it will be mounted in the front there eventually. But yeah, I'll kind of give you like a test of what we've got so far. I got some of the voice commands working for the movement, and still working on a script for roaming, and I have some sensors in the front here, these IR sensors and stuff. There's a bump sensor down there that's not hooked up yet. I'll show you that in a second. But I'll just show you what I have set up so far. Weeko, turn right. Weeko, turn left. Weeko, move forward. So the drive motors are a little loud, and not very fast, but you know, as fast as you probably need him to go. But yeah, so I can control him from voice or from the actual computer, which is cool. There'll eventually be a module that I can basically connect from my phone to the robot and be able to control him from there too. He just has a little bit of trouble being able to control him via voice, because I don't have a really nice mic on here yet, so that being so loud moving, it kind of interferes. But other than that, that's pretty much what we got. We got full head movement with facial tracking and all that stuff set up. Also, while that is working, you can basically tell the robot to look down, look forward, or look up, and he will do those. Although if the facial tracking is running, he's going to adjust back to wherever your face is. But let's see here, 12 volts. This is a bump sensor. It's basically just a button pretty much. I bought 2 of these, and they'll be mounted on the front here, so that if the IR fails and he bumps into the fridge or something like that, he'll just turn, go the other way. So I have 2 of those. I'll probably end up buying 2 more and mount them in the front. It's pretty much simple. The system is 12 volts, so this drive motor controller is 12 volts. So you have one set of lines for the motor here, motor on this side, and then these are the controller wires here. That's the 12 volt wires directly to the battery that are twisted. I put in this, which will eventually be flush mounted to the front of the chassis, and it basically just allows me to check the voltage. So I've been goofing with this thing for probably about 3 or 4 hours, and he's still at 12.4 volts. It hadn't moved at all, so we're good to go. But I can also plug in like a phone here and just throw him up on top of here if I wanted to, and charge my phone. So we have a 12 volt system, but the brain, which is the EZB, is 7.4 volts. So in order to run 7.4 volts off of a 12 volt system, you have to have a step down converter, which is what this is, and it just allows you to kind of control the voltage. There's a little screw on the side of the module where you adjust it, and then you check the voltage, and you can basically bring it down to where you need it to be. So you can set it to pretty much anything that's below 12 volts. But yeah, so I got a bunch of those. I bought like a handful of them pretty much, so I could just run a bunch of different things off this. Then this is just kind of taped on there right now because I'm goofing with it. These are collision sensors, and then that's pretty much it. Just a little chassis. I still got to work on the head, so I got to end up buying. I'm going to buy a new servo for this, because that servo is really not that powerful. But you know, we're still like way in the beginning stages of this guy, so it's going to take a little while for me to get him where I need to go to get him hooked up. But that's what I got so far. So you guys take it easy. Peace.